And so now it's fall at Locavore. And fall has got a dual purpose. One is to look back, all the busy and the doings of summer, and now we rejoice in what we've done. We've harvested. Now we're getting the last bits, the tomatoes off. We're harvesting and storing, but we're also preparing for spring.
From the beginning, I would imagine fall and the harvest, and the idea really was to grow food for ourselves, canning and dehydrating things, whereas what we're actually doing is so much better. Fall to me is just the ability to share all of it with other people.
So today here at Locavore, we're having our first art and farm experience. And this is where we've invited artists from all throughout the Midwest. Their artwork, jewelry, pottery, an experience of shopping on a farm and beautiful landscape of the rural community here, sampling our food. This event was really also to kick off a preview of next year's educational experience here on the farm. If we really want to create this community and actually shift culture, change culture of the way we eat, the way we gather, we got to provide an opportunity to learn.
Everyone here who comes doesn't just come here to consume. They happen to learn about the farm and become more agriculturally educated, being grounded to the earth, which is what it's exposed us to, exposed our kids to.
The whole concept of bringing community together to understand and learn more about the nature of a farm and the nature of real food as opposed to the processed stuff we buy in the stores and everything else. It's phenomenal.
We're tapping into people who want to get busy with their hands again, opportunities to learn the skills to farm in their backyard, raise chickens, foraging. That's another thing, is that there's wild food. Even learn the rhythm of what that means to say, I'm going to take over these parts of my life. And so we're really opening up that opportunity through our educational program.
What's so important about the project that's happening here at Locavore Farm is that Chris and Rachael are making the commitment to not just grow food organically, but they want to build topsoil at the same time. Build the soil in such a way that all the water that lands on it soaks in and nurtures the crops that we want to put on this farm.
Fall may be the end of what we see, and it's the beginning of the deep work of soil. Things that are decaying, things that are dying, things that are dropping off, we're leaving them in the ground so that in winter, it is food for the microorganisms, all those that are digesting and creating the good soil for us in spring.
The way I describe permaculture, it's an umbrella word for all things sustainable. And one of the biggest and most important quotes that Bill Mollison, the founder of permaculture, said, even though the problems before us seem increasingly complex, the solutions remain embarrassingly simple. The farming methods that we're familiar with around here is what we call conventional farming. And that's where many times the soil is left bare almost 8 months out of the year. It's not building organic matter, it's not doing anything. That's what we call agricultural desert. And what regenerative farming is, or permaculture farming is you will always have a living plant in the soil, always. Holding the soil together, and then also providing food for the beneficial life of the soil.
The wheat field is just the first step into really mending the soil out there. When the wheat comes down, it's going to be pasture land. We're going to be able to graze animals.
When you incorporate livestock into soil restoration, you're actually giving the livestock what they need to fatten up and be healthy, but also what they leave behind is really restorative. One of the things we're really excited about is the kuni pig. Unlike other pigs where they're just tearing up the roots, a kuni is much like sheep in that they are actually trimming the pasture. The livestock needs healthy soil. The trees need healthy soil. Our rivers, our ponds need healthy soil. It's the foundation. And so that's what I love about the focus of soil is you can't fake it. You really can't fake it. It's got to be authentically healthy and well in order to produce fruit that will benefit another.
And if we all did what Chris and Rachael are doing, and we healed all this farmland, and we were all eating off of the land, and we were all getting healed from the land, we would need so much less of the chaos that we have in our culture.
We have learned over the course of 8 seasons how to really eliminate the hurry, taken on those tasks of doing things with our own hands, planting seeds, waiting, learning all of the principles of farming, which to me really ultimately is patient endurance. Those are the life lessons of a farmer. And so for us, now it's time to open that opportunity up for others. For those who've been inspired on a Thursday when they're sitting down and going, whatever this is what's missing in my life.
Real food, real relationships, authentic conversations, those are the keys. And they're just saying, okay, let's do this ourselves and let's make it available to others. Brilliant.
We absolutely feel like stewards here. Yes, we live here, but we feel that this place belongs to others.
I feel like they buy a ticket to a dinner and I take it to a share of, this experience and a part of the land.
And I feel like our guests do own it, because what we found is our guests become friends. They connect with all of the offerings.
There's this energy that comes from supporting Rachael and Chris and the farm. There are other farms that are doing these type of dinners that are out there, but they're more Instagrammy. Whereas here, no one is giving off this energy of me, me, me. It's about invest, invest, invest. We want to keep coming back and we want to keep helping out in any way we can.
The fact that they've just followed their passion and their vision and they've just done it and continued to grow and expand. It's not easy, it never has been, but the fact they just pour their heart and soul into it and just are welcoming to everyone is just genuine.
They exemplify this quote made famous by Henry David Thoreau. He said that when one advances confidently in the direction of their own dreams, and they endeavor to live the life which they hath imagined, they will meet with success, unexpected and in common hours.
I definitely believe that it's back to basics. That's the future. This is where people will rediscover their desires and purpose. We have to return back to basics, the simple things, in order to be clear-headed and enliven our hearts.